Another side-by-side coming out. Aaron Likens, the IndyCar starter, with us here this weekend. We're at it, folks. We are green, green, green. Racing into turn number 1. Martello's trying to run the outside there. Oftentimes, that's a good place to start from. If you can get the run, he'll get a big push down the back straightaway. They'll go side by side. Martello's trying to run the top side. I think he may be able to get the top, but remember, Cooley on the bottom. Cold tires, Cooley, a little mid-corner understeer, and Martello will take the lead for lap number 1. Martello and Cooley first and second. The battle further back, 2 by 2. They're side by side, rather, running for the 3rd position there as well. Look at this battle deeper in the field. That's about 5th, 6th, 7th on back. Loiacono right in there. The white and blue machine of Vian Bossoff as well. Formerly the Sarah Fisher Hartman Racing Development Team, now the PFH Racing with the addition of the Peterman family coming on board. Kahn, that's Gabe Kahn going around the number 12 of Garzone. Gabe Kahn up on the wheel as exclusive runs 1, 2, 3. What a fantastic start for Gabe Kahn and that beautiful number 93, the New Mexico driver. Moving into 3rd. Battle further back. That's between Bossoff and Loiacono. They'll go side by side. You can do this all race long, but if you're on the bottom part of the racetrack, you're using up those tires a lot more than if you're right on the rim. We've seen it over the years where if you really work hard 10 to 15 laps on the bottom, you're burning up your tires and you're just not going to have the race car over the last 20 laps. Look at this side-by-side stuff. Amazing. Side by side down the back to Loiacono trying to see if he can't make this pass done. That is the fight for 7th now. It's Martella, Cooley, Kahn, Garzone, Nordquist, and Majman. This is the fight for P7. Bossoff's going to get it at the line. He's on the top side of the racetrack. Loiacono's probably going to have to come up here pretty soon. Behind them, Eddie Beswick in the 23 and Callahan Peter in the number 9. Back to Martello, your leader. He's won here before. Remember, here's a guy who has handled the 75-lap distance. And that experience is huge. I'm going to tell you, massive for a driver to have won this before, who have run up front before. And again, if you just talk about the car itself, the balance of the race car, clean air is massive. Eddie Beswick now closing up here on Liam Loiacono. So Loiacono holding it there in the number 6 machine. Cal Peter there as well. Beswick's going to try the bottom of the racetrack. That's always tough. But the Pabst car looks pretty good now as he's trying to chase down his teammate Brad Majman. Good side-by-side racing. 8th, 9th, 10th on back is Cal Peter. Run on the top side now. He's going to get challenged here by Ryan Janetta. Janetta on the bottom of the 44. Cal Peter on the top side. In the number 9, Jay Howard versus VRD. Behind is Joao Vergara as well. So the VRD driver is currently running 10th and 11th. One of the things we always look at here is eventually going to be lap traffic. Right now they've got lots of room here. Still about half the racetrack. The field was so close on time. You know, less than a second separating the front of the field to the back of the field, so it's going to take quite a while. If we go green to checkered, we're going to see some lap traffic for our leaders Martella and Cooley. They've got about 2 seconds on Gabe Kahn right now. Kahn still setting the pace on Garzone. So still it's 1, 2, 3 exclusive Autosport up front with Martella, Cooley, and Kahn. Back to Martella. Rocking the Corpay machinery and Corpay sponsorship on the car. Coming off that win at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. And I've talked about that before over the years, 17 years doing this. You talk about the young drivers when they get that first victory that really breaks things open. And that was last year for Martella on the oval, but they all want to win that road course race as well. The oval is so much about the race car. It's the car and the driver, but you got to have a good race car for sure. On a road course, the car doesn't have to be perfect, and a driver can pick it up by its bootstraps and fight it its way front through pure racecraft. If you're on the oval and the car's not rolling and the balance isn't there, you're just nowhere. So, yeah, an oval win is great, but for Martello then to win at Indianapolis on the road course, I think brought him a lot of momentum moving forward. knowing for sure that he's done it here before. Cooley's running a strong second here, trying to go with another top 5 finish. 2 podiums for Cooley. Look at this battle. Loiacono still fighting it out here now with Beswick. Great scrap here for 8th spot. "14 laps into a 75-lap contest. The driver's settling in pretty nicely here right now. Obviously, the opening part of the laps, the opening 10, 15 laps, let's say even the first 5, probably the most of the chaos. But once they settle in, you get those individual battles. Let's pick up the run here for Thomas Nordquist in the ex-Cancer Motorsports machine, the driver out of Omaha, Nebraska. He's really started to come on here in his first year of USF2000 and has really leveraged the race car that D-Force has given him. Is very strong throughout the practice sessions, qualified well. Second row start for Nordquist. Currently running P5. Brad Majman off the rear wing there. Couple of car lengths. Martella, fast lap of the race there. Last lap, 21.053, so he's putting good laps down. Here's that battle continuing. In fact, that's Loiacono, I think, closing up on the 67 of Bossoff. So Loiacono fought it out there with Eddie Beswick. That car started to come in, and he is been able to chase down via Bossoff and slip by the PFH racing machine. And again, let's bring this up as well, setup-wise. You don't want the car to be fantastic in the first 10 laps. That's why you kind of lean to the driver like, listen, we got tire pressure set a little bit lower because we know they're going to grow, they're going to get there. So this car's going to come in for you, just not at the start. Be ready. So indeed, for Loiacono, that car's really starting to come together. Got some good fights further back as well on the pack. Look at this one here. This is a good scrap here. This is the ND Motorsports machine of Wesley Gundler battling it out with Oliver Weldon. That's currently for 14th and 15th. Right in front of them is Cal Peter and Ayrton Kahn. Ayrton Kahn just got by Cal Peter, so move Ayrton Kahn up another spot. He goes into 12th position. So Kahn up to P12. This is a good battle here, though. Gundler and Weldon. Last year, Gundler finishing 3rd in the FRP F1600 Championship Series, battling against those 2 Kahn brothers. Weldon racing in the USF Juniors program. And jumping up here to USF 2000 this year, as I said in the driver intro, not able to make the run at the Grand Prix of St. Petersburg. Didn't turn the minimum age of 15 until after that event, so Indy was his first legal race. Seen that happen many times before. Colton Herta was one of the drivers as well that wasn't able to run early. Back to the battle here between now Loiacono, I think, and Brad Majman. So Loiacono's really coming to life here in this Jay Howard car. Talk about rolling the top side. Loiacono looking good. He's keeping Majman pinched down, and he's looking at Garzone too. Majman holding the spot. Book it. He's by. Loiacono goes to P6. That's Thomas Nordquist up front. Look at this hot rod that Loiacono's got now. Oh, drivers will tell you when the car is perfect, they can go anywhere. And that's what Loiacono's doing right now. Lap 24, he goes around the outside. 2 laps, 2 spots. Loiacono first by Majman, now by Nordquist. Man, good stuff for Liam Loiacono. Comes into the weekend sitting 7th place in the points. High water mark of 4th in the opening race in Indianapolis. Probably expected more coming off a very strong USF Juniors program last year. Second half of the season was absolutely magical. He's got to go to work now, though. Lots of racetrack for him to get up to Garzone. That battle for the last spot on the podium is Garzone and Gabe Kahn. Loiacono now, there he is, rolling around. Open racetrack now to put some good laps down. He'll be happy to get the clean air rolling over the front wing of that Tatis. Car feels a lot better in clean air. All right, let's try to pick up. Let me look over the screen, try to pick up where we are in terms of leaders. Martella, I want to say maybe a quarter of the back straightaway till he's going to roll up on Lucas Nanji. 27 laps down. Man on the move right now, to tell you, is the number 94 of Ayrton Kahn. Kahn in the 94 just rolling down the back straightaway right now is starting to reel in Ryan Ginetta. Good stuff for Kahn on Ginetta. This is Bossoff, Beswick, and Vergara. Beswick's going to go to the bottom there of Dean Bossoff. They're going to go side by side through 2. That's the fight for 8th and 9th. Vergara right behind in 10th. Martella still with lots of room. In fact, Martella's got a huge gap. 1.6 seconds now the lead for Martella. You wonder, Garzone's got to be thinking coming in with 5 straight podiums, a massive lead in the points right now, 47 points. His concept is I just got to bang out good. He wants to. The kid wants to win. If he's not in the top of the box, he's grumpy in second and third. But he's got the opportunity to just put down top 5 finishes and be in a great spot racing to the championship. There'll be days when he'll get there and it'll be a race-winning car. When it's not, bag those points and keep that gap going. Back up to the battle here between Weldon and Gundler. Weldon's finally able to get to the bottom and almost has that pass done, but Gundler's got that top side. Weldon's going to lean on him a little bit coming out of the corner. And Weldon's closing up on Cal Peter in front of him as well. Most of the drivers during testing will do one 75-lap, race simulation. Understand what the car's going to feel like. It's not easy. The last 25 laps start getting tougher, even more so in the pro car. Good battle there. As Weldon starting to close now up on Cal Peter. Right in front of them is Ayrton Kahn. And Kahn's been reeling in Ryan Ginetta as well. Coming out of 4. It's essentially 11th, 12th, 13th, and 14th. 2-second gap now for Martella. Where is he in terms of the back? No, he's still quite a ways back. That's the thing. As Lucas Nanji's doing a pretty good job there running with Jack Morhart at the tail of the field. They're kind of battling a little bit now as Nanji's going to go to the inside of Morhart there. There it is there. That's the tail of the field right now. Lucas Nanji able to get by Jack Morhart. And you're going to see right behind them just the kind of top of the wing. That's your leader, Anthony Martella. Now the way things play out here on the oval for a driver like Martella, he knows what to do here, is once you got a guy down a lap, he can still fight to try to hold it. He doesn't have to give you the lap back. He can hold and fight for that lap. But once you kind of get by him, then he has to let the rest of the field roll through. So Martella's kind of the guy that sets the pace on everything. 36 laps down. We're closing on the halfway point here. That's Evan Cooley as well. Actually, no, that was a battle, I think, potentially between Ginetta and Kahn. I think Kahn may have got by. The number 92 of Anthony Martella, flawless thus far. He'll roll down that back straightaway, closing in. Yeah, Nanji and Morhart, I believe, already down a lap. So they've already got Nanji and Morhart down a lap. Cooley's Cooley's next up. So Anthony Martella going to try to go by Cooley. Whoa, driver high. That's Cal Peter up in the gray. Whoa, tank slapper for Peter in the Jay Howard car. Wesley Gundler's going to try to take advantage of that. And that's Weldon sliding through for 13th. Cooley now starting to work his way through the tail of the field. Not Cooley, rather, Martella. Cooley coming with him as well. He's got by Morhart and Nanji. It'll be Garzone's job next, he and Kahn, as they still run 1-2-3 with Martella, Cooley, and Kahn. Exclusive Autosport looking to lock out the podium here. 40 laps in the books. 35 more to go in USF 2000. Weldon continues to march his way forward. There's Martella again, who's next up on the hit list for Martella. It's like to be one of the Jay Howard cars. I want to say Eric Holm, I think, will be next. Actually, it'll be Eric Holm, then it'll be Cal Peter. as Martella's got a rocket here today. 21.05 his fast lap. Making it happen. Almost a full 4 seconds up. Look at this there. There's that battle there. I believe that's Con by. Who is that there? We put the number up. That's the 93. Oh, that was Con. That was Gabe Con, yeah, getting by the lap car. So Con and Garzone are having to take care of lap traffic here because Garzone keeps pushing. And you've always got to watch when that happens. Oh, we got a wreck. Driver off. That's Martella. I think that's Martella. He is wrecked. The leader has wrecked coming out of turn 4, trying to pass a lap car. Oh, Cal Peter and Martella wrecked. Martella was leading 43 laps in, and a lap car contact puts Martella into the wall. Heartbreak for Martella as he had this thing flat handled. Caution on the course for an incident involving the race leader and a lap car of Callahan Peter. Evan Cooley is going to inherit the lead. Gabe Con goes to second. Sebastian Garzone to third. Liam Loiacono fourth. Thomas Nordquist fifth. And Martella out of the race car. And he is beside himself. Hate to see that for a driver who has dominated the race. 43 laps as Martella walks away in disgust. Down goes the Hans device. Oh, the winner of last year's race trying to go back-to-back here at IRP. And that has got to be gutting. He is just absolutely, not surprisingly, disappointed and likely angered for the incident there. Hate to see that with a lap car. Martella, yeah, just got to be alone with your thoughts right now. That is tough. Again, getting around this racetrack, one of the things you kind of have to remember a little bit is when you're dealing with a driver who you're lapping, their car's probably not perfect. You're battling a driver who is scrapping a car that may not be ideal, that may not be handling correctly. So when they're on the edge, when they're the high side, if you're trying to run the outside of them, they may be having trouble keeping that car to the bottom. So that is super tough. Cal Peter, look at the damage to that machine, that Tatis USF20 exclusive Autosport car. They were running 1-2-3. Going to be a banner day. It's not over yet with Evan Cooley and Gabe Con still running 1-2. But as they were running with clean racing, no issues, exclusive Autosport was looking for a 1-2-3. The gift for Garzone for sure as he moves up into third. Loiacono, who has been one of the stars of this race, up into the fourth spot. Thomas Nordquist fifth. Brad Majman sixth. Eddie Beswick seventh. Joao Vergara eighth. Vian Bossoff ninth. And Ryan Janetta now 10th. AMR IndyCar safety team quickly onto the scene, getting the hook on this car, getting it bolted down so they can get it back into the paddock. But I'll tell you, it's tough for a lot of these young drivers. You think about what they're trying to accomplish, what they're trying to do, and the dreams that they have. They know that this is a success. The race wins are what catch the eye of the team owners in Indy Next and IndyCar. And to be dominating a race like that, over 2 seconds out front, and then get collected by a lap car, that's tough. That driver there, though, is getting the benefit of it right now. That's Evan Cooley, new track record holder here for USF2000 at IRP. Was running a strong second. Started, of course, on the pole. Martella had that top line. If you're starting on pole, you got to get the jump. And you can't let your guy on the outside, launch with you. Because if he runs the top side, you're pinched on the bottom. You're not going to come out as P1. That's what happened for Cooley. But he inherits the lead here with the incident. They'll get the machine of Cal Peter fixed as well. Peter had actually been running good in the first, let's say, 15, 20 laps. He was kind of there in the 8, 9, 10 position, but starting to fall down through the order. I talked about the fact that he got high in one of those corners and, man, had a bit of a tank slapper up top. Almost got up into the wall. Was obviously battling some handling issues and just not the luck that you would have needed. There's Cooley there. I guarantee the Exclusive Autosport team now with kind of mixed emotions. Yeah, there's team owner, co-owner Michael Duncalf. Like I said, they were looking at a potential 1, 2, 3. They're still first and second, but listen, I don't care which team owner you are. Man, you can walk away with a sweep of the podium. That's a banner day. And again, like I said, mixed emotions for sure. "49 laps down, 50 when they come across the line, 25 laps remaining. We still got work to be done as they're getting this car of Cal Peter up on the hook. There's Aaron Likens. You'll see him on Sunday at the Indianapolis 500. So many of the young drivers here in this USF Pro Championships also have spent many years in karting. And Aaron, not only is he, of course, the starter and the flagman for the Indy 500 and the NTT IndyCar Series, but spends a lot of time in the SuperKarts USA Pro Tour, the season-ending Super Nationals. He is a legend, not only here, but also in the karting community as well. And I count him as a good friend of mine, and it's been an absolute treat to watch Aaron's journey, if you will, from the karting world to the Indianapolis 500. The stylist, as I call him. Absolutely amazing on the flags. So they've got Cal Peters' car there, you see on the hook. They'll get him back into the paddock, into the pit area here, not all the way to the paddock, into the pit area. The minute we're going to go back to green flag racing. Single file restart. Cooley, Kahn, Garzone, Loiacono, Nordquist, your top 5. Majman, Bestwick, Vergara, Bossoff, and Janetta, top 10. Stars in the back half of the field. Loiacono working his way now up impressively into 4th. Ayrton Kahn came from deeper in the field. He passed a number of drivers. He was knocking on the door. Ryan Janetta. So those are the two drivers I was kind of watching as well. Oliver Weldon making some moves up here too. So again, caution out on lap 43. Contact with the leader and a lap car. Anthony Martella had this thing flat handled for the first 43 laps. Tango with a lap car and has changed things up. Evan Cooley now looking at a chance to potentially go for a race win. We're going to be back at it. It'll be lap 53 in the books. Back at green flag. Green, green, green. Sebastian Garzone immediately going to the bottom of the racetrack to try to see if he can't get a spot away from Gabe Kahn. Kahn's got the top side. He'll get a better run out of the corner and a big slide there for Garzone. Run for Kahn. He's got Lucas Nanji there. He's got to go to the top side. Tough to get by this lap car here right now. He's going to be able to hold and fight it. But this is it for Kahn. He's got to get that run. Garzone again to the bottom of the racetrack. Not quite enough. See that fight further back. Too wide all the way through. Weldon to the bottom of the track. Kahn right there as well. One of the drivers high. That might have been Janetta high. And this is Kahn. Ayrton Kahn fighting with Weldon. Kahn's going to get that spot. Like I said, a great run for him so far. Garzone has lost it there. There's Kahn there. Great run for Ayrton Kahn. He is pushing. Nice stuff. Gundler now to the top side as well on Weldon. But here's, again, a little further back. Oh, down to the bottom of the racetrack. That is Nanji. I guarantee you probably told by race control, listen, you fought valiantly. Make sure you let guys go by. Keep to the bottom part of the racetrack. Cooley's used the restart to jet away, as has Gabe Kahn. Gabriel Kahn second. Garzone third. Loiacono starting to close. This is that Kahn-Janetta battle, keeping it up here. Nanji on the top side. Kahn right there with Janetta. That's a fight for 10th. Gundler's there as well. Here comes Weldon on Gundler again. I love it. Thea Bossoff running in the 8th position. Eddie Beswick in 7th. That's that fight there. So I think Bossoff potentially to 7th using that top side. And he's going to try to reel in Thomas Nordquist next. So V and Bossoff up into 7th. Joao Vergara there as well in the VRD racing machine. Currently 9th. He's getting a run on Beswick as well. That's Nordquist. Bossoff. That PFH racing machine of Bossoff fired off nicely there on the restart. Look at the big run he's going to get down the back chute. We're too wide further back as well between Vergara and Beswick. Why not? Oh, look at this move for Bossoff. Book it to the bottom of the track. Cleared him. Slide job to the top of the racetrack. Woo! Oh, Garris will like that one. Put that kid in the midget. Thomas Nordquist having a fight right now. He's got Beswick there. It's the big scrap here for Thomas Nordquist in the middle of a fight. Right behind him, that Janetta and Kahn battle. That is 10th and 11th. Man, oh man, we got good stuff going on here. Oh, that's a good pass there as well. Kahn got checked up a bit there. He lost a spot to Gundler. Gundler and Weldon in here. Here comes Kahn back to the bottom side in the 94. Got to trust your car when you're down the bottom. Oftentimes you get a mid-corner understeer. They'll want to push up the racetrack. Kahn back to the bottom. The thing about it, if you're at the bottom there and they got a guy in front, you can potentially pinch that guy up into the dirty air. Now, look at this. Weldon's trying to come with him. Weldon thinking about making it 3 wide. Oh, why not? Oh, that doesn't usually work. Ooh, Weldon backs out a little bit. Oh, I tell you, I think the heart rate went up a little bit on that one. 3 wide does not work. Good scrap here. This is, again, 11th, 12th, and 13th. Put 14th for Eric Holman there as well. We are closing down to getting into 10 laps here. 11 laps to go. Cooley leads. Kahn second. Kahn still not done, though. Getting chased down here by Garzone. Again, that's that fight we've been watching here for 13th, or probably 11th, 12th, and 13th. But we got to watch this fight here as well. This is Gabriel Kahn and Sebastian Garzone for P2. Both these drivers on the podium. Garzone elevated with the incident from Martella. Cooley out by 1.8 seconds. It'll be his first USF Pro Championship victory. This kid needs to get the monkey off his back. Wrecked in both races at the Grand Prix of St. Petersburg. Comes back to 2 podiums and 3 tops, 5 in Indianapolis. Track record already here today. Could Evan Cooley get a win in USF 2000 in the Freedom 75? It will be the first one for Exclusive Autosport as well. They've won multiple times in Pro. Just got to bring it home here now. Kahn's having a good run, stretching out a little bit here on Garzone. Give him a little bit more room, a little cushion. Loiacono strong in 4th, Majman 5th. There's Kahn. Good stuff for Gabriel Kahn. Ladies and gentlemen, he rolls in here 12th place in points, a couple of 8th place finishes standing at his best, and he's running P2 here in the Freedom. Awesome stuff. Lucas Nanji high on the racetrack. Bring her back down, bud. Brendan Cooley, I think, sliding by there. Cooley still on the lead lap, I believe. Yeah, 15 drivers on the lead lap. This is Garzone versus Kahn, again, for the runner-up spot. They're doing a great job so far. Garzone, again, smart, right? Yeah, he could try for P2, maybe force the issue, but another podium, like 6 in a row to start the season with 3 wins, stacking points up so you can cruise to a championship potentially. This is great stuff for Garzone. Full victory lane. I'll get a chance to talk to all 3 drivers as we bring the pro cars out. Right into it. Great to have you along with us here at a fantastic Thursday night at Indianapolis Raceway Park. 4 to go for Cooley. It'll be, again, like I said, highs and lows for Exclusive Autosport. Had a chance for 1, 2, 3. Martella had the thing handled, flat handled, almost 3 seconds out as a leader. only to get collected by a lap car. But they're still going to potentially finish 1-2 here if Kahn can hold off Garzone. Like I said, for Garzone, there's no need to throw it away here. There's Evan Cooley. Let's pick him up here, folks. 3 more laps to go, and when he comes back around, it's going to be 2 to go. 2 laps remaining for Evan Cooley. This kid has been knocking on the door of a race win for a couple of years here. His first ever session in the USF Pro Championships was the Fall Combine in USF Juniors. He went P1 out of nowhere. Who is Evan Cooley? He's been right there, but he needs that win. White flag flying. 1 to go for the kid out of McKenna, Illinois. Kahn still second, Garzone third. Clean and green on the back straightaway. You know they're on the radio. Tell him he's got this thing under control. Into 3. 3 top 5s in Indianapolis, but folks, he's a winner in USF 2000. This year's Freedom 75 belongs to Evan Cooley. Cooley wins. Kahn second. Garzone third. Exclusive Autosport 1-2. Tough one for Anthony Martello. That classy young man will celebrate with his team, I guarantee it. Evan Cooley, a fantastic drive to get the victory. Maybe even more impressive, the second spot for Gabe Kahn. How big is that for that driver to New Mexico? Breakout race for Gabe Kahn. Evan Cooley, though, with the win. And as I said, Sebastian Garzone in second. Folks, the celebration continuing down in the exclusive Autosport pit. I got a little run. I'm heading to victory lane. Don't go anywhere. More to come. Driver ready to pop out of the race car here. Always great to see the teams come and congratulate each other. David Martinez from D4 coming down to congratulate the crew from Exclusive Autosport. We'll, of course, get the... He's out of the car, folks. A round of applause for our winner. His first victory in USF 2000. Huge one for Evan Cooley. We'll talk to second and third when we can as well. Amazing stuff for Cooley here as he gets a chance to chat with the family. Mom and dad rolling in here as well. Evan, let me grab you here first. Listen, you've been trying for this win for a number of years. We know it. It's been so close a couple of times. This one, obviously an issue for Martello, but man, you were so good throughout the race. New track record. What does it mean to you to get this win?
It's amazing. I'm speechless, honestly. I've been trying so hard, We've been digging at it every week, and finally got it done here.
Well done. Let's go over. Where's Gabe Kahn? Get over here, Gabe. Gabriel Kahn. Come on in here. Congratulations, my friend. Listen, what a fantastic run for you. You had the point leader with 3 wins battling behind you. Tell me how you feel about a second place here today.
I'm ecstatic. I didn't think it would happen this year at all, or at least this early in the year. But I got to thank everyone at Exclusive Autosport, my mechanic Rod, driver coach Oliver Askew, my spotter Carson Eder, my engineer Rob Poodles, and of course my parents and all Graphics Malku Sports. I wouldn't be there without them.
You had all that pressure from behind from Garzone. You're trying to get by lap cars. What was going through your mind? Were you calm in the car?
Oh, I was very calm, not sore at all. Kept my head in the game. I had a great car. It was perfect all race, and I can't thank the crew enough for what they gave me.
Congratulations, Gabriel. Let's bring our last guy in here, Sebastian Garzone. Sebastian, you got to smile because you're banging those points up. 3 wins already, 6 straight podiums. Tell me about your race a little bit. Did you have enough maybe to try after Con?
Well, firstly, I want to thank God, my team, the whole crew, DeForest, my family, my parents, my friends, because they are always supporting me. Well, like at the start, we started like a little bit of pace. The exclusive Kahan, I think is his name, passed me, and I just was trying to take pace behind him. And after the safety car, I knew I had more pace than both. But it's almost like impossible to pass here. I tried the highline, but it was my first time trying it, so I almost went to the wall. But really happy with this result and go to Raw America.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Another top 3 for Sebastian Garzone, folks. He's getting it done here big time. Time to get these drivers over the podium. Let's get things underway, folks. We will have our trophies for the drivers. We'll get USF Pro 2000 out here as well. Man, I thought that one was going to go green to checker. The battle that we saw deeper in the field, Anthony Martella had things handled up front, but listen, getting by lap cars is one of the keys to success here at this racetrack. You have to time your passes correctly. You have to understand the driver who you're closing up on, and just a minor bobble for the driver in front of him, and around he went. Otherwise, we've got all of our drivers here coming up. We'll get things underway with the podium presentations, and again, as I said, 90 laps of USF Pro 2000 racing coming for you next. You think about the drivers who are running in the Indianapolis 500 who scored victories there as well. We talked about Christian Rasmussen, Pato Award, Louis Foster, all winners in this Freedom 90. And we'll see which driver comes away with a victory here tonight that could be in the Indy 500 in the next couple of years. Bringing our drivers, I think we're ready to go. Let's get things underway, folks. Coming home 3rd place today for DeForest Racing, Sebastian Garzone. Finishing in 2nd spot, folks, do me a round of applause, a favor, please, a round of applause. This guy, his first podium in USF 2000, Gabriel Kahn. And folks, the first win. He has tried so hard for this, a fantastic run. He's a new track record holder here. He's a winner in USF 2000. Put your hands together for Evan Cooley. Great racing for these young drivers. Garzone had the smile on his face because he knows he is stacking up the points you need to win a championship, and that scholarship will help move him up to the USF Pro 2000 category in 2027. These young drivers, I said, standing in the footsteps of where Kyle Kirkwood was a number of years ago, Renus VK, Christian Rasmussen, all here in this USF 2000 program. Awesome to see them get their first taste of oval racing here at IRP. Pro drivers will do one more. They're going to go do the Milwaukee Mile as well. That's going to be fun for our pro drivers. But, again, they get to race here this evening in the Freedom 90. Excited with the way that race went. Other than the incident with the lap car and your leader, Martella, everybody else rolling. Oh, I love it. Podium selfie. That's what I'm talking about. Good stuff. So, guys, the champagne is there. Do me a favor, don't wipe out. Guys, grab your champagne right now. Grip it and rip it. Celebrate the success at IRP. Evan Cooley, his first win in USF 2000. First podium for Gabriel Kahn, and the 6th in a row for Sebastian Garzone. USF Pro 2000 cars rolling out here momentarily. We're going racing with the Freedom 90 up next.